Hey guys, it's TheFrXion here, or Tiger Tank 12, however you want to call me, I don't really care. Welcome back to World of Tanks, where we are today taking a look at the STRV 81, which is the Advent Calendar tank of day 11. It is a bit glitched right now, but we can show you the vehicle that you can get. It costs you 9,000 gold, which is quite hefty. It's quite a lot of gold for a tier 8 premium medium tank. It's not a tier 8 premium heavy or TD. Premium mediums usually aren't as expensive, but let's take a look. You get it in the green color for the Swedish. I have the Sabaton tank that you can see right over there because I bought that when the Sabaton skin was included. This time it is not with the vehicle. You have an 84mm gun, which is okay. It has very good pen with the I think it fires APCR in standard. If I can check real fast, that would be really great. So let me just check my Stridswagen. Yeah, standard ammo is also APCR. Then you get premium APCR, which has a ridiculous amount of pen, 258. Well, it's okay, I guess, with the 226 that you have. The 258 isn't that huge of a jump, but you don't really need premium when you're playing this vehicle. Now, the only issue is that I think that the DPM on this tank is not as great, but other than that, this tank has all of the features that you either love or hate on the Centurion. The Centurion has decent mobility, it has decent firepower, it has decent survivability, and it's okay in spotting. It does have, I think, 400 or 390 meters view range, 400 meters base view range. So this is a bit of an all-rounder just at tier 8. Now, if you like the Centurions, I guess you will enjoy the Stridswagen 81, since it is the exact same tank. Now, if you don't like the gameplay style of the Centurions, where they rely a bit on their armor, but not too much, because the hull armor is pretty bad, but the turret armor, on the other hand, is quite decent. But as soon as people notice where to shoot this tank, and they have a bit of experience, they will be able to go right through the sides here, and even on the top there, when they start loading the gold. So your armor is not going to be lasting very long. You do have 10 degrees of gun depression, which makes this tank very good in hull down fights, and it also has a very good aim time and very good dispersion. So this is a very accurate tank. If you like sniping mediums, this probably goes into that direction. With 226mm of pen against tier 8 opponents, you're going to probably have a much better day than some other medium tanks that are trying to snipe from the second line of offense or defense. Mobility-wise, this tank isn't the fastest, and the specific power-to-weight ratio isn't as good either. Traverse speed on the hull, traverse speed on the turret is also not very good. That's something you have to keep in mind. This tank is quite large. You cannot conceal it very easily. Right over here, let's talk about the Stridswagen. Other than that, I'd say this is a really nice tank if you're trying to go right through the Swedish tier, like the Swedish medium tank line. The big thing, though, the elephant in the room, is just that the Swedish medium tanks do not play anything like the Stridswagen 81, and this is a British tank that the Swedish army did use, but they completely changed their, they have a complete different kind of idea of warfare, because they obviously have adapted themselves to their surroundings. And if you go down the line to the other Swedish medium tanks, you'll see that the UDES 14, and the UDES 15-16, they all have a very different kind of agenda and a different idea than the Stridswagen 81. If that does not bother you, obviously go right ahead. If that bothers you, well, you're kind of out of luck. I don't really know any other... Oh, the Lance & C, excuse me. There's also the Lance & C. So maybe you might want to wait around on the Lance & C if you don't like the Centurion. But if you like the Centurion, you like the British medium tanks, playstyles, then definitely go for it. It's a nice tank, but you do not save anything. It's 9,000 gold. That's quite a hefty sum, if you ask me. So I'd really think about it before I hit the buy button on the Stridswagen 81. Hopefully I could help out. If you have any more questions, put them in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Until then, have a good one.